hustle, I trap, I make things happen. I'm the streets captain. Cause the streets talking, I speak the real. Ain't no capping. I hustle, I trap, I make things happen. Really from the best side. I'm really from the west side. You know we don't play right.
You need half up front and the rest on the back end. Everything negotiable, go on and tap in. This game is all about relationships. Any form of abuse can lead to gangs.
I've been watching for like at least, I would say like 3 years. And from like the 3 years, I've seen your growth. Like, you know, just like your movement. You have such an impact on so many people.
I'm tapping in though. You feel me? Tell them where you from and all that too.
I'm from LA. I'm from the West Coast. Yeah, I'm from LA.
Everybody that's tapping in, man, make sure y'all tapping in what she got going on too. You feel me? Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. You feel me? Interesting topics and you know, some motivation. Hopefully this live right here can inspire some people. You get what I'm saying? Especially in the world we live in today. You know, a lot of stuff going on. So yeah,
it is a lot of stuff going on. And I wanted to say, like, how did you get to the point where you're so comfortable with showcasing your faith? Because we are like an urban hip hop era, and not too many people are like comfortable with actually showcasing like they believe in God, or you know what I mean? Like, you do it and you do it so like fluently and free. Like, when did you get to that point where you were like, well, this is who I am, this is what I represent?
Yeah, I feel like being as though God saved my life, you get what I'm saying? I feel like it was like my duty, you know what I'm saying? I got locked up when I was 14 years old for a gun charge. So I went through a lot of stuff at a young age that made me realize, like, without God, I'm not going to be where I want to be at in life. And I probably not even going to be here, you feel me? Like, coming from the path that I was on, you know, being from the city of Philadelphia, all murders and all these different things going on. I feel like if I wasn't able to tap into that, you know what I'm saying, then I probably wouldn't be here. So I always, like, got to get a praise to God, like, no matter what nobody else think. It's not like the preach or the pray or the rap about, you know, something positive, but at the same time, I know that, you know, this the longevity of life. Like, life is a marathon, you get what I'm saying, not a race. So I know a lot of times, like, the world is designed for us to crash out, you get what I'm saying? A lot of these, you know, labels and, you know, like, just the trenches of America is made for you to fail. So I realized, like, how can I make a change based off what God brought me through? You get what I'm saying? And I knew that no matter what, you get what I'm saying, what everybody else doing, you get what I'm saying, I'm going to stand on my faith and, you know, be able to put God first and show the world that, listen, you could put God first and be cool at the same time. You feel me?
Right.
That's like the main thing right there.
I really love that about you, though, because, like, when I be watching your videos or, like, when I watch you speak, like, it's like you a God-fearing man. And it's like, I feel like a lot of artists, they want to tap in or they want to dig in inner, but they don't think it's cool. Like, it's not promoted as much as toxicity is. You know what I'm saying? So I like the way that you're doing it. And I feel like it's going to, like, open up different doors to other people feeling like they can do it. Like, you know, like they'll be more comfortable.
That's the whole movement right there. Like, we want to let as much kids know possible that, listen, you could be cool and be positive at the same time. You don't got to tote guns or sell drugs to be cool. You get what I'm saying? You could be cool. Like, I started off selling waters and all that on my trunk. So it's like, I feel like that's the whole message, like, to show as much kids as possible. Like, yo, listen, you could be positive, be cool, still get money, still be thorough. You feel me? Like, you don't got to do what everybody else doing. No matter how much it might not be accepted, you know, people got to see your vision first before they can accept it. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes people give up at that point in life where as though people not seeing their vision. You get what I'm saying? But it's made for you to see that vision. It's made for you to go through the tunnel and get on the other side. So I feel like, you know, for sure, like, it's a blessing, like, to have the mindset and be able to, you know, I thank God every day that I'm able to stand on, you know, what I stand on and not get tricked out by the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's go back in your, like, childhood. I know, like, you grew up in, like, a rural area. You've seen a lot of violence. You actually even had your encounter with the police when you were young, when you got the gun charge case. How did you heal from that trauma when you were beat up by the police? Because you were very young when that happened. So how did you heal from that whole situation?
Yeah, so, like, basically, like, how I healed from that was, I really don't know. Feel me? I just know I was afraid, though. I was young and I went through that, and I knew that me going through that, I didn't want to go through that no more. You feel me? So
Right.
I knew that I didn't want to be in the streets no more. I knew I didn't want to be in jail. I knew that God had a greater purpose for my life, and I actually had a case where as though like Judge Dumas, I was like the first juvenile that she ever let off without giving a criminal record. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I had like an interesting case where it's like she like everybody like yo, if you get Judge Dumas, she gonna roof you. Like you feel me? She gonna give you years. But like when I got in that courtroom and she gave me a second chance, it's like I almost felt like it was my duty to be able to, change my life around. So I feel like the blessings and being spared from certain charges and being in certain situations, I feel like that made me just like want to tighten up. Like, all right, bet this is not the route I want to go through no more. You feel me? So,
was it that influence? Was it only that situation where you like caught the charge and you got beat up, or was it like something that was brewing before, as far as like seeing things in that area, like, and then that just put the icing on the cake?
Oh, that was like the first situation that really like that really showed me like, no, that's not what you want. But it was another like when I was like 17, I was with one of my OEs and my car had wound up getting shot and all that. So like at that point, like it's just all these encounters at a young age that made me realize like what I want to be and where I didn't want to go. You feel me? So I feel like it was multiple situations that had happened in my childhood and like my teenage years that was like, all right, this not the way to go. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, like after that, like even fast forwarding to now, it's just like a lot of stuff that I went through. It's like coming from the city we come from. There's not a lot of second chances. Like young boy, literally one bullet hit that car and hit him and he died. Like so, it's like my little brother right hand man. So it's like seeing that like you don't really get second chances from the city. You get caught up in the system 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be stuck in the system for the rest of your life. So I understood that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think your uncle? Because I know at a point you said you moved and you lived with your uncle. Do you think your uncle had like a big influence on you taking a better route in your life?
No, my uncle though is like it's crazy though. My uncle, he don't really talk too much. You feel me? So it's like we ain't really talk like that.
Right.
But like I think definitely moving with him, it showed me a different type of environment. Like I'm from Philly. I was living in Ben Salem, which is like the suburbs. So like being in the suburbs, it kind of showed me like a whole different type of environment. You feel me? So I feel like being with him, it kind of like it showed me like the other side of life. It's not just the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like living with him definitely played the role. Not him, so to say, but like living up there definitely played the role. You know?
The opportunity to see, like, this ain't the only way. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like a lot of these young kids, they do become products of their environment because they really don't have any other options. Like, that's all they see. Like, you'll be surprised how many people, like, say, like, for where I'm from in LA, they haven't been to the next city over, which is just one bus or, like a 5-minute car ride. So all they see is just what they're boxed into. You know what I'm saying? So for you to even make it out, what would you say some of your struggles was to get to the point? Because you did a lot. Let's just say that. You was athletic. You was in sports. You was selling clothes. You was like the ultimate hustler, even in your college days. So what were some struggles that you faced that you kind of was like, all right, I think I'm finna quit, but you didn't?
I think the biggest struggle was like breaking generational curses. You feel me?
Woo!
Like that's the main John. Like all of us grown into like certain ways. We grown up into certain things that attacked us. You know what I'm saying? We just grown up into certain things. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of times like generational curses is the main thing. You might not know why you keep making the same mistake or dealing with a certain type of person, or why you got the mindset that you do, or why you feel like you can't reach to that next level. A lot of times it got something to do with generational curses, like things that's holding you back that you can't see. You feel me? So
wait, hold on. Repeat that again, because I feel like it is a major shift going on in the world, and I feel like exactly what you're saying needs to be said. So say that again, because I'm an advocate for mental health and healing. But say that again, because a lot of people don't realize it's probably bigger than them. Right.
A lot of things hold you back that you can't see. You get what I'm saying? It's things that's internally, it's things that's around you. Like one thing I say is like every day I pray for angels to be around me. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of things that can happen to you if you're not protected for things that you can't see that's coming towards you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like the main thing, like keeping that good energy around you, staying prayed up. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, breaking generational curses. Like, it's a reason why your family is in poverty. Now, what do you got to do to break your family out of poverty? Like, what do you got to do to break, that mindset that always, kept going, mindset that always kept your generation just keep going, on a negative point of view, or just still stuck in the hood, or whatever the situation may be. So it's like, a lot of times, like, that was like my main thing. Like, all right, nobody in my family was able to take business to a level that I took it to. So how do you take that level? You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to discipline yourself, sacrifice, going fast. It's a lot of things. So it's like, I feel like, that was the biggest challenge, like mentally, things that you can't see, LLCs, trademarks, taxes. How do you save money, in order to invest in better products with your business? I guess a lot of stuff like and the way I started was I ain't start with I wasn't spoon fed. You feel me? I started off selling quarters, and I really just kept flipping. So like, for me, it was a little harder. Like, it wasn't my mom or my pop or anybody got 100 bands for me to start off. No, I had to start off taking this bread, going to buy cases of waters, selling them Johns, stack my bread, come back the next week, able to know how to manage my finances. So it's like, I've been through a lot of stuff at a young age. You feel me? Like, just trying to figure things. So it's like,
I want to piggyback on breaking generational curses. Like, what are some emotions and feelings that you felt like you went through that was kind of unbearable, and what did you do to fight it?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, a lot of feelings that I probably went through was like, God, for real.
Woo!
Correct. God, people that was like, I feel like the thing about it is, right? I feel like life, I look at the book of life. So the book of life, you're going to have different chapters. He sent different people in my life through them different chapters to get me where I'm at. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was hard to say I had somebody consistently there throughout the whole period. It just was different people. Like, a person might tell me something, and I'd be like, dang, I got to listen to that. Or a person might be like, hun, I'm going to bless you with this. Like, even with me, like, the whole Minister Zay name, you feel me? Like, that came from, like, I was speaking at my school up Lincoln University, and when I was going to Lincoln at the time, and I had spoke at this event, and they had posted on Lincoln Roundtable. That was my first time ever speaking. I was speaking about, like, what I went through and, like, just stuff that, like, happened in my life and all that. So, like, they had posted it on Lincoln Roundtable. That joint started going viral. My pastor, like, yo, I didn't know you could speak like that. He brought me to it. He brought me to church to speak on Youth Sunday.
Right.
So, he like, yo, God telling me to make you a minister. I'm like, no, I ain't with that. You feel me? So, I had did a sermon. You feel me? It was like a testimonial sermon, and like 40 kids got saved that day. The video on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it, but like 40 kids had got saved that day. You feel me? Like, after I got done preaching. But it's like, I ain't never want to be a minister or none of that. You feel me? It just basically came like prayers and all that. I'm like, I gotta pray for this city. All these killings going on. Put a prayer up, and everybody in the world feel it. But like, if you know me in real life, I motivate people in real life. I pray for people all the time. It's just something that I out in the world that's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the stuff I be doing, I feel like it's normal to do, but the world just take it. You know what I'm saying? And just like,
because it's authentic. Like, it's something within inside of you. So I feel like a lot of people try to create something that it's not inside of them, so it doesn't really touch. But when it's inside of you, you really don't have no choice but to exuberate that energy that's inside of you. When you were like at the sermon, you were talking in front of everybody, and like those 40 kids got saved, did you realize that there was like a power to your voice?
Sure. That's when I realized the most. I'm like, and it's a big responsibility too. Like, when I realized that, I'm like, dang, like, these people, like, God really sent me here for a mission. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything else, like, is mission first. I got to complete this mission that God got me here for. And I started realizing that. And like, that day was kind of like an eye opener for me. Like, dang, like, God really got me here for a reason and a purpose. And when that happened, like, that's when I started like praying more for the world, praying for my city, stuff like that. And it's crazy though, even like with my song, like, that was my first time in the studio. You feel me?
Okay.
First studio, and like, it basically came off like, yo, my city needs something for real. Like, my city going through all this stuff. 15 people shot on South Street, all this stuff. And then I just went in the studio and just did that John video going up on YouTube right now. But I never knew that. I just be doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He said I just be doing. No, it's like it's something that's what you're supposed to do. Like I feel like when I was watching one of your interviews, you were saying how you didn't really want to, like you didn't want to like be like a preacher or preach because you wanted people to be able to relate to you. You know, and sometimes people, I do believe like if you come off too religious, it scares people. Like they may not like want to connect with you. But I feel like the way you're doing everything now, it's like, that's just your way of expression. So if you can get in the studio and still be able to create something to deliver a message, whether it's through your brand, through you rapping, through you talking, it's all part of your purpose, you know?
Sure, yeah. That's how I feel too. Really tied together, especially with the brand. Like the brand brought so many people together, kids, you know, just people in general. And I feel like the brand really like purpose. You know what I'm saying that's what's different. Like that's what keep me. Like it's hard to run a business. You get, I got a main store now, and I'm about to just focus on mine. You feel me? But like, yeah.
When you reach a certain level of success, but I want to say responsibility, because you have all these eyes looking at you now. How are you balancing your day-to-day personal life and then Minister Zay and then your brand? Like, how are you intertwining all of those to still stay afloat?
I'm gonna keep it being. That's the hardest part. You feel me? Like, just like, cause I'm always on like business for, like I'm at, you know, manufacturers in China and all that. Like they time zones is different. So I design like most of my products. You feel me? So I'm up. I be the store, like talking to manufacturers, all that type stuff. But I feel like now, I don't know. I be on grind mode too though. I ain't gonna lie though. Probably when I get a girl or something, she probably could calm me down.
Right.
And that though, like I don't got no kids or nothing, so I don't really got nothing to really like. All right, feel me?
Right.
Let me chill. I mean, I just be on go. But like, probably when I find a nice young lady, I don't know. Like, cause like it's not really nothing for me to be like, all right, I'm just chilling today.
Right.
I don't got nothing to look forward to when I go to the crib.
Right. So let's talk about your brand. Stay humble, stay hungry. So when did this come about? What is your ultimate purpose and goal behind this brand? Because it's not just a brand anymore. It's like a whole movement that you got going along with it.
Yeah, like it started in 2017. Like I started selling on my all that. You feel me? Like basically like a typical story, you know, coming from a person that started a brand from nothing. You know, selling out the trunk, stuff like that. So I feel like the brand really started off by me playing sports. You feel me? Like I was a football athlete. So, you know, me playing sports and all that, I always went by stay humble, stay hungry. One day, I'm in the school and all that, and I used to sell candy in high school. So I had a couple dollars and all that. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm about to get these sweatsuits made. Got the sweatsuits made. 10 sweatsuits. Brought them Jones back to school. Sold out the next day. So after that, I'm like I really could do this for real. So like my first year, I got a partnership with high school, like whereas though we made the track uniform. So it's like my first year, I started experiencing success. I'm like, all right, say no more. So correct. Like from there, I just started going hard. I bought some machines, heat press, vinyl machine. Went to college, pushing it in college. Had the dean at the college wearing the clothes and all that. And from there, I started going crazy. Like then I had to come home from college, selling out my trunk and all that. And then from there, like we just built like within the last year or two, like a whole like Philly just did a whole shift like between the music, fashion, everything just started going up for real. And I feel like we definitely like was the core part of that. You feel me? Like when the Philly music was going up, like the Philly Ghosts, the Philly Ghosts, the ones that like made the viral dance and the viral song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was the first ones. They wearing the brand and all that. We traveling together, all that. So like when the world seen like Philly on fire, they seen the brand too. They like, yo, we're humble. Like we selling like 1,000 hoodies in a day for real. You feel me?
Wow.
Yeah. So it was crazy though. Like it still is crazy, but like that's how everything just came about. But I always say that you gotta stay patient and just keep grinding to your time. Like,
Right.
yeah, I was selling all that, selling hoodies out my trunk. I watched all the biggest brands had they turn. You feel
Right.
me? And I never hated on the next brand. I just got motivated by it. You feel me? So like being motivated by all the biggest brands to come out of Philly, and then it was finally my turn, and I just feel me. Now it's my turn. I
He
can't
says it's my
stop.
turn.
Bro, I can't stop now. It's just making me go harder, harder. So that's why I was like, people be like, yo, you don't never stop. No, I'm not stopping. I gotta keep going. You feel me?
Do you think, besides just pushing your brand, do you think music is something that you really gonna like jump into and go full fledged with?
What's up, bro? I don't really know though, to be honest. I don't know, like for I really don't know.
You just like you're like I don't know. Like, do you feel like free when you're doing it? Do you feel like creative? Like, what is your feedback been since you dropped your record?
Like, I feel creative. Like the first song, I wanted to go like on some like yay mixed with like ride wave type of
Right.
motivation type of music. You feel me? Like I orchestrated the whole genre. Choir, yo, let's get the choir. Yo, let's get the choir in the background. Like you would think I'm Kurt Franklin already. Bro, rap. First song, I'm like, yo, we need the choir in the back. We need the video to be like this, da 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 da.
Right.
And it came out crazy. It came out like a movie. So like, I know for sure I got a lot of talents though, but really I want to focus on the brand though. Music, I'm gonna go in the studio, and if I make bangers, I make bangers. But like, I really want to focus on the brand though. Like that's my main. I want to have the biggest brand in the world. You feel me?
Right. No, you are gonna have the biggest. You gotta say I am.
Yeah, look,
I have. You know.
Feel me? Y'all heard this on Jackiie Live. You feel me?
Yeah, Jackiie LA just said it. You have the biggest brand.
Yeah, that's what we on. I be trying to be humble with it though. You feel me?
Okay, that's back to. I mean, I feel like to a certain extent, it's like you naturally come off humble, but you have to tap into that energy that's around you, that's pushing you up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like some people can try, but if it's not meant, it's not meant. But if you are seeing the impact that you putting out in the streets, the young kids, like even the adults, the people that's looking at you, like the OGs, like what you mean be humble? It's good to be humble, but it's like, you can pat yourself on the back. Like, why not? I feel like we don't celebrate ourselves as much as we need to. Like, we gotta celebrate ourselves. What is your ultimate goal in life after you already reached these levels of success? What else is it to Minister Zay?
I want to leave an impact. Like I want to know that when I'm no longer here, that I left everything I had on the table. You feel me? I want to be able to. Yeah. Be able to know that I changed generations of lives, that I left a legacy, and that I left a franchise behind. You feel me? I don't want to be one of them people that just didn't leave it all behind. You get what I'm saying? I want to be able to be able to have motivated kids all over the world, and just know that I left my mark. You know what I'm saying? Everything God wanted me to do, I did it. You feel me? So I feel like that's
right.
Like biggest thing, like my purpose. And just everything being left on this earth, and I want to just be able to be a voice in the change of the gen. Like I said, the system is like made for us to fail. It's not opportunities that's presented to us. Like, you feel me? Like I'm gonna share a little. I had court the other day for some stuff that from when I was a kid. You feel me? Like, and I just realized like in that courtroom, you get what I'm saying? Like I realized that as I'm hearing, the defendant or whoever the prosecutor, as I'm hearing the prosecutor, right, I'm just realizing that dang, these systems really meant for us to fail. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's the biggest thing that always like crosses my path. Like even like being in the mall. You get what I'm saying? We had a little situation with our store, like it was an inside job. You feel me? I don't know if you see.
I did see that. I was gonna get to that too, and actually, but I mean, you can talk about it.
Yeah, like you feel me? So like that situation was like an inside job, and I know for sure that they don't really want us to be here. There's some people that want us to be here, not a lot of people that want us to be here. You feel me? But that's really when you black and you successful, it come with a lot. When you black and you stuck in the trenches or you in the streets, that come with a lot too. It's like you can't really win. So I feel like in life, as a black man, you got to play chess with life. Like your next move got to be your best move. If it's not your best move, then you could really exit yourself out the game. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like one thing we got to realize, even as black people, like we got to be able to like understand this. Because once we understand this, you get what I'm saying? We got to know that we need each other. And the biggest thing is like, it's a reason why the lion is the king of the jungle. Why? Because the lions, lions is kings and queens of the jungle. Why? Not because they the strongest, because a lion can't beat a tiger one-on-one. But a lion, they move in packs. You get what I'm saying? Right. The kings and queens of the jungle. So like as black people, we understand that, yo, you got a hair business. I got a clothing business. You got a business. You got a restaurant. Let's all come together and build our own malls. You feel me? Let's all come together, build our own.
Exactly.
We got to understand that we stronger like that. We can't beat these people one-on-one.
I'm glad you said that. I had interviewed Simba, I think about like a year ago, and he was like expressing that we have to support our own black media. Like we give all this content to these other platforms and then they twist the narrative, you know what I mean? And then that 1 second that you do something wrong, they against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I feel like exactly what you said. We just need to stick together, but it's so hard when they created so much division in our culture.
But a lot of times we got to understand that, you feel me? Like, it's important to understand. Like, a lot of times, yeah, we wasn't meant to be able to stick together, but if we understand the problem, we got to find a solution. The same way, if we got to go hurry up and find something to wear for the night, and we got to put on the best drip, and we going to go to the mall and not going to stop until we find it, you feel me? That's the way we got to find a solution. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, a lot of times, like, we know the problem, but at the same time, like, we not really looking for the solution in certain areas. And I feel like we definitely can't beat, the opposition one-on-one. You feel me? We got to come together. Like I said, build our own businesses. Like, for real, I probably will never put another store in the mall. You get what I'm saying? Like, after this, I'm on some, like, ownership is everything.
Right. What besides your store, like, getting broken into, what else have you, like, faced since you've been in the mall?
I feel like a lot of things that I faced probably was, like, just opposition, like, being in a white mall, you feel me? Like, and just, them not basically, like, understanding, the culture that we got. Like, we attract a lot of kids. We got big crowds, stuff like that. Comment. I feel like it is always going to be an issue. But at the same time, like, I feel like, I don't know, when you got your own, you feel me? It's different. You feel me? Like, cause you got your own rules, regulations. You don't really got to worry about nobody else, having to, say something. It's just, I can't say too much on live because I don't know why.
Well, you know what we're going to do? I travel a lot. I used to live in the East Coast in New York, so we're going to get an in-person interview. I'm going to have to pull up at your store, get some drip, and then we can really sit down, bring the camera crew out.
I can't say too much about, too much. That's too federal.
Why? What you think? They going to shut the line down? Like, no.
You don't know who watching on this joint. This how you can't get too much game because then, you feel me? Like, it's just know y'all, like, get your own. You feel me? Get
your own, own your own. One of my biggest things is educate yourself. Educate yourself. Like,
They talking about leave him alone, let him focus. No, you go. Hey, go ahead, I'm listening, though.
He getting distracted too fast. Minister Zay. So you off. Okay, so you just dropped your single. You got the store. What's next before we wrap it up?
What's next? I ain't gonna lie. So look, we got athletic wear next, right? We're about to sponsor a football team. I ain't gonna say the name yet, but sponsoring a football team for the athletic wear. And that's like that's like our main John next. Like, you tapping in athletic, feel me, lane, and we taking over that. And we got a tour that we got going on too, whereas though we gonna pick another city where we gonna have either a store or like a truck or something, you know what I'm saying, in that next city. So we're gonna do a tour to a couple of different cities where we're gonna see like which one we like best, which one we got the most, customer engagement.
Right.
like we can grow at next because we kind of want to take like the same formula that we got in Philly and put it into a whole nother city. So,
You should. You should definitely come bring your store to LA.
LA.
Let's do a pop-up shop and let me host it. We can do a pop-up shop.
Say no more. Let's do that.
And we can run it. But anyways,
you gotta execute that though. Don't.
I'm serious. I am so serious. But before we get out of here, if it's one thing you can say for the streets, Minister Zay, let everybody know out there in Philly, from the Philly to East Coast to the West Coast, let them know.
Don't give up. You feel me? Keep pushing, keep grinding, and know that them times like that get hard. That's just meant to make you stronger. Or in order to shine bright like a diamond, you gotta be cut like one. You feel me?
Right.
Go that process, extreme heat, pressure, cut, shake the motor into a diamond. So the whole thing is like you gotta stay motivated no matter what you go through in life. Understand that on the other side of that pain is greatness. Whoever you lose, whatever, like you're gonna have heartbreaks. You're gonna lose people. You're gonna go do different things in life, and just understand that you just gotta keep pushing and just know I'm living proof. You feel me? Like, that's my motive. Jackiie, LA Streets Talk. I know we on. Yeah, man.
I hustle, I trap, I make things happen. I'm the streets captain. Cause the streets talking, I speak the real. Ain't no capping. I hustle, I trap, I make things happen. Really from the best side. I really from the west side. You know we don't play right.
We need half up front and the rest on the back end. Everything negotiable, go on and tap in. This game is all about relationships, any form of a